I hope no one flings poo at my face today. Oh no, not poo in my face. Oh no. Here, take this guy. Oh my God, no. Coming at you. Here's what I'm going to do now. Swing you around a little bit. What you going to do now, huh? King Kong. Bitch. You're going to go like... Then I'm going to come at you, pick you up. Suplex! How about that, huh? What you going to do now, huh? I'm on my tail. That's it. Thought we said no weapons. That's right. Smell the poo hand. Smell it. You like that? Smell where the rock is cooking, huh? Get out of here. Freaking idiot.
Welcome back.
There you go.
Back to Never Ready Media.
It's been over a year.
It has been.
We did some stuff, but none of it was good enough. And then the thing
Ricky.
None of it was good enough for the perfectionist that is Ricky. And if we keep Ricky as our editor, well, we'll never be successful. But we watched King Kong and Godzilla fight.
Yeah, Godzilla versus King Kong, right?
Yes, that
King
is
Kong versus Godzilla is the old one. This is the new one.
Yes. All I said was that we watched them fight. I didn't say the name of the movie.
Yes. Now, do we address the non-holder situation?
I am not Holder.
Yeah.
I am a much handsomer man.
Y'all remember Aaron from our Candy Halloween episode a few years back in Neverween?
Was you in anything else?
The commercial or the trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I was
in the football thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were the
we had the
preacher
singers.
coach.
Yeah.
We're going to get back to that
Cardinals
eventually.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep my shirt on.
All right, so non-spoilery.
No, we're just gonna talk about the movie.
Let's talk about the movie.
We're just talking about
say
the
how
movie.
we felt about it, and then when we get to a certain point, we're gonna say, "Hey, let's talk about crap that gives the movie away."
Things are gonna be spoiled. Just straight off the back, things will be spoiled.
All right, so
Things
spoilers.
will be spoiled.
Hey,
But
stop here. If you haven't seen the movie, go sign up for HBO now. Watch Godzilla vs. King Kong and Justice League while you're there, and then come back.
So we're going to do this as we're going to talk about the movie for a little bit. We'll kind of hinder down whether we liked it or not, and then we'll end it with all of us kind of giving like an ending theory / part 2 theory.
Well,
there's a structure to it.
Let's start off with, did you enjoy the movie?
I enjoyed the movie.
1 out of 10.
I'd give it a 5. Maybe a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the movie?
I enjoyed the movie. It was a good action movie, and I give it a 6.5.
Did I enjoy it? Yes. 6 or 7 out of 10. There's some issues.
I think I'm the same way. It was definitely a good popcorn action flick, but it did have its issues. It wasn't perfect. I'm with them probably about a 6 or 7.
I'm a low man on the totem pole.
Yeah.
Lowest.
So what would have made it better? Like just like movie overall.
So let's just talk about what were your issues with it instead of what would make it better. Let's talk about why it sucked, or the parts in it that sucked.
Okay, yeah,
humanity.
What sucked? What sucked about the movie?
Humanity.
What brought it to a 5 from a 10?
Humanity.
Humanity.
Yes. I can't say what sucks about it without saying what would have made it better, because what would have made it better is if it had been 2 hours of these two guys beating the crap out of each other. It would have been the greatest movie I've ever seen. But in typical fashion, they've got to bring in the human element, and that just brought it down for me.
I understand what you're saying. I don't think it's the human element.
The elephant in
the
the human elephant.
The human element. I don't think it is the human element that necessarily brought it down.
Is he calling you fat?
I think he is.
He said you're a human element. Elephant.
I don't necessarily think it was them having the humans. I think it's that they tried to tell this elaborate storyline and literally didn't have time to fit it in, so they had so many holes in it that it's like,
yeah.
Like me and you talked about.
Okay, so
was I.
Let's explain the situation here. I was the last one in the room to see the movie. And in fact, I saw the movie about 20 minutes ago. While all these people, because we're family friendly and I can't cuss, while all these people sat here and talked about everything that they thought was wrong with the movie through the entire thing.
You should have watched the movie before now.
Everybody else did.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's
wasn't
on
in the
you,
cards. Wasn't in the cards. So,
He forgot his password to HBO.
as he said,
Had to wait for the email to come through and reset it.
as they said, there was too much trying to be shoved in. The first half of this movie should have been stretched to a full movie and been Kong 2.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, they tried to tell too much backstory of Hollow Earth. They literally showed you stuff, but did not explain what the hell it was even supposed to be.
Yeah. Okay, my turn. I feel like, yes, they didn't. We can never have enough monster versus monster in these movies. However, I feel like because they did a good balance of monster to human, it felt like the human part was therefore underdeveloped, where otherwise we would be arguing too much humanity. So I think that's where I'm not saying they did it bad, but they could have made 2 movies out of this.
That's been a problem throughout this whole series of Godzilla movies. In the first movie, it was all about the humans. Godzilla was,
He was like 15 minutes of the movie.
The second movie, it's the evil humans trying to free Ghidorah and all this other crap.
They wanted the monsters to kill off a percentage of us so the world could heal.
This whole series of Godzilla movies started off on the wrong foot. The first Godzilla movie should have been a horror movie, Godzilla coming from the depths, destroying coastal cities.
Would have been amazing.
Then you go into Ghidorah coming out for the second movie, and Godzilla, not a good guy, but he's defending his turf, which would have made this movie make so much more sense.
Yeah, he's not defending humanity.
No.
He's defending his title as King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
And in this movie, he's King of the Monsters. He's attacking Kong for no reason.
Well, he's a threat.
Yeah, he's a threat.
But no, there's no reason given.
He's alpha male.
You've got 2 alpha titans. He senses Kong, and he's like, well, I got to go after him.
That's their little thing that they came up with to try to give it, but there was no reason for
I liked
it.
it. I like that aspect.
There was no reason. Like he's Godzilla senses Kong on a boat and attacks Kong because Kong is Kong.
That makes complete sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, animals
Absolutely,
do that.
yeah.
No,
If a silverback meets another silverback, you don't get within a 30 mile radius of those two. Like
That's why you can look up wolf patterns in cities and countries and stuff like that.
Like Mississippi wolves.
Yeah, they don't cross the path.
like the Biloxi wolf.
the Biloxi wolves
yeah.
from I think it was Zoo.
Yeah, that came back. I didn't think that'd come back.
That is
Came
kinda
back.
funny. That is quite funny.
All right, so
Well, that being said, I did. One thing I did like is usually they give every damn thing away with a trailer, and I don't feel like they did that with this. I mean,
Nice.
because you still were kind of.
we all knew what we were going to see, but it didn't turn
We
out the
didn't know
way.
how.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean you.
Yeah.
There were so many
thought-
theories I saw online where when you saw Godzilla in the trailers, that was actually Mechagodzilla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought we were
Now
going to
it's
see
Kong.
Godzilla earlier.
Yes.
I honestly felt like that one would have made more sense, and 2 would have made for a better movie to have Godzilla come from the Hollow Earth at the end of it to destroy Mechagodzilla because he's impersonating him.
I didn't hear anything you said after Earth.
It's
mean,
almost like they
yeah.
threw Mechagodzilla in just to have a reason for them to beat the hell out of something else.
It's for them to
And not beat each other.
join forces and not determine.
It's like they literally got to the end. It's like, okay, we're gonna have them fight. Well, wait a minute. We don't want to piss off either one fan base, so we have to have neither one of them win. And
No,
then just
there's a
fight something
clear
else.
winner in this movie.
Yeah,
there's
there
a
is.
clear winner in
There's
this
a
movie.
clear winner.
I'm not going to spoil it for you on who it is, but there's a clear winner in this movie.
It's not going to
There's a
spoil
clear
it for you
winner.
at all who the clear winner is in this
Yeah.
movie. Not at all.
Now,
But-
going back to, Godzilla's not here defending people. In this movie, you get the feeling that Kong is.
Yeah, he clearly is.
He feels for humanity. He's more intelligent.
Let's talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
So in this, we have King Kong, who at some point in the last 40, 50 years was abducted and put into some sort of a habitat on Kong Island.
No, I thought they
Skull
just
Island,
built
that
that
was on
around.
Skull Island. They built that around
They built
Skull
that around
Island. They
Well,
said
they
they
didn't build
built
it
that to
completely
protect
around
him.
They could have like tranked him.
They built
around.
a dome
Yeah, I
Around
don't think
him.
they put it on the
To
whole
keep-
island. They built a dome around him.
to
So
to try to keep him safe and in is from kind of what they said.
Yeah.
But that doesn't do. Okay, so intelligence wise, is that what you're going off on?
like, where was that? Why wasn't that filmed? And so he has this relationship with this girl that is out of nowhere.
That didn't bother me. That part didn't bother me.
I wish they would
explain
have.
that part.
I'm
explained
nitpicking.
it, but-
I'll be honest. I am nitpicking here.
They did explain
but
it, but I wish they had done a little bit more backstory on it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least they
Like I
kind of
said-
explained that and said, okay, here's where the girl came from, this, and that.
Yeah.
Literally, we were left when they go to Hollow Earth. They go to what we don't even know is it Kong's house? Is this Godzilla's house?
Holy.
I
No,
mean,
no, okay,
he
no.
walks
That was
in, picks up
clearly
an axe.
that was the apes.
Well, that was his
Cave.
handprint. But okay, then why was there a light up lizard on the floor?
I feel like it
and
was
why
some
were
kind
there
of-
lizard bats flying around?
See, we had this discussion during the movie.
I don't think it was lizard bats. It was like chicken.
They were like
Yeah.
weird
Yeah, but it's like if that was
They were
supposedly
just
the
bats that-
Kong house where they lived, why was that?
I think that they were analogous to bat.
Yeah,
that
they're bat.
they invaded a cave.
Yeah.
That's what
They
your
was
nitpick is. The
abandoned.
bats. That's what your nitpick.
It was empty. You could
Here's-
tell that
here's
as
the
he's
thing.
coming up.
That was clearly a Kong, an ape stronghold, and they throughout this movie weakly established that Kong is very intelligent.
You learn sign language.
And I want to say that,
Hooked on phonics work for him.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that they were just trying to show that this species, the Titanus Kong, as they call it in the movie, that they were smart and they were.
Now, did anybody else not notice though at that one point where he's being one man showed by Mecha Godzilla? Godzilla looks over, kind of looks, and then's like charges. So he's smart too.
Yeah, no, they showed
because he
he's
knew
smart.
exactly what to do with it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess yeah, he is smarter. But if we're going to start nitpicking, let's just say, okay, this part of the video is nitpicking, and I know y'all have a lot to say about the human facilities. So
Yeah.
go ahead and get it over with.
Go ahead.
Does security
Like-
not exist?
Like me and you both talked about. The whole Apex thing, they make it out like it's so secure and so secretive, and they're
$1
doing
trillion,
all this,
company.
all this
Trillions of dollars.
behind the book stuff that no one can see, and it gets attacked. So I understand how the girl and the podcaster get in there, and then they show them shorting out and breaking in and getting through the door, and then literally once they're in that door, there is nothing else locked and no other security. They literally walk right through everything.
Crying out loud.
Get on the little tram, go.
Yeah, they go from
completely
freaking
to
Pensacola to Hong Kong. And no one's like, oh, there are people here.
Can we talk about how the fact that Pensacola's facility has a subfloor 33? Now,
The water table.
for all of y'all, please go pull out a map and look where Pensacola is. There's no way that you put 33 floors underneath ground level in Pensacola.
Well, I mean, it's at one point you've got to get to the point where there's no more water beneath you, right? At some point.
I mean, Hollow Earth, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, you're talking about a movie with monsters too big for their bone density to support
I mean,
their
I
weight,
can look past
and you're
the
talking
30
about no
floors.
security guards.
The 33 floors, I can look past that. Hey, it's done. What I can't get past is 2 teenagers and a podcaster break into a $1 trillion company's facility, go from one side of the earth to the other, with no one knowing they're there, go to the Hong Kong facility, and they just pop out and they're like, hey, let's just go in here. It's like, what the hell?
They literally have free reign of the facility until they don't.
I'm going to tell you how many security guards. Do you guys know how many security guards we see total in the movie?
The 2 that shoot the window out at the end.
No, there's 2 that run by, and then there's those 2.
I think it's
four.
the 2 that run by are the same 2.
Well, it's just,
No.
but it's still,
There's four that I know of. I want to say the two that run by in the Hong Kong facility shoot the glass at the beginning, and then you've got the two at the beginning when
I guess they had to
Kong is
social
fighting.
distance their security guards.
when Godzilla
I didn't
was
even
coming
think they
to
were.
Pensacola,
I
you
didn't
got
even
two
think
more.
they were security guards at the beginning when Kong was attacking the facility.
Well, they
I
had-
thought
they
they
had
were
weapons.
engineers.
Oh no,
they had
working on
You're
the
talking
wall
about,
or
you're talking about when he's
something. No, they had
in that little. Okay, so there would be in okay without knowing that the same people. So there's 6 total. You have 2 when they pull the little taser gun on the guy when he's down there. It's like I can't believe it. And then you got the 2 that run by when they're in the thing, and then the 2 that shoot it. So
Well, I want to say those
6
two are
And
the
that's between 2 facilities.
Yeah.
One in Hong
Two.
Kong and one in Pensacola.
$1 trillion company. We can afford 6.
Where they're
security
building
guards.
a giant mecha Godzilla.
if you're
And there's
gonna
literally
make
no staff in the building.
if you're gonna make a movie about monsters fighting and there's a sun in a sub-Earth, you can't nitpick those kinds of things. You have to just.
Absolutely,
I've
you
got to
just have to-
nitpick that. They're in the
You
earth.
can't.
They go into the earth, but there's a
You
sun.
have to nitpick those things, Ricky, because if you're
We
asking,
don't know that it's a
my-
sun. We just know they had a light source.
It
If
was
you're
a
asking-
sun-like light source.
It could
They
have
got
been a
the-
giant Kong with a cell phone.
It could have
and
been the
light
baby
turned
from
on.
the Teletubbies. I don't know, but it's freaking lighting up the entire damn thing.
If you're asking me to suspend my disbelief for this, give me something that I can believe in and the stuff that we know how it would be. There's no biometrics in this $1 trillion company that's going to say, hey, there's 3 people running around here that don't belong.
They're not spotted on any cameras at all.
They didn't have
Fine.
any cameras, man.
I know.
They had
That's
to use
the
all that
thing,
money to build the robots.
The freaking podcaster had better cameras than the $1 trillion company.
Everything you're arguing about, I'm okay with. But the one thing
I believe the term
not-
you're looking for is speaking to the choir about, sir.
the one thing I am not okay with, I can forgive everything. I just don't like how the little drone can take a little core sample of this unobtainium type material and then digitize it.
Unobtainium is a different franchise.
I know, that's why I said unobtainium type. Anyways, this Mystery X material, they can digitize it, send it through this gravity field. The data
and
got
solid
sent to-
rock.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Wi-Fi 6 is the future, buddy.
Send it to the planet, to the Earth side. A computer registers it, then recreates it, and then does it so fast and in such
All within
quantities
15 seconds.
that it can power
All they were
Mechagodzilla
doing
to
was-
full power.
All they were doing was decoding the frequency so they could access that power source.
And then
A
It
frequency.
still makes no sense.
So we're doing
But still.
vibrations here, like crystal energy.
Yes.
They had clearly lost the passcode to their Tesla charger, and that's all they were
Yeah.
getting out of the center.
That's the one thing that takes me out of it. Everything else I am fine with. That is the only thing I was like,
It's
eh.
literally like they wanted to put too much story in it, but didn't have enough time. So they're like, we won't
so-
even explain
but
how
so-
this
okay,
happened.
on something I wish they had explained in Kong's house, under the earth, in the hollow earth, he's got an axe, this thing right here, which is apparently a key, puts it down on the ground, and around the throne, a Godzilla lights up. Why?
But if you paid attention, I swear, whenever he did that, it started glowing and it did its thing. And then Godzilla was up here, and he was going towards where Mechagodzilla was.
Yeah, and then he sensed it.
Well, he was going towards Mechagodzilla, and then he goes like, "What? What was that?" And then he's like,
I was under here like
"Brrr." But when he did that, this thing did something different. Like it lit up differently.
it did.
And I'm thinking that was like
I've
their like
seen it
alarm
twice now, and I don't
detection
remember.
of their, because we know they're a lifelong, timeless species fighting two apex predators that have been fighting over millennia.
I've
So
seen
what
it
you're
twice
saying
and I don't
is
remember.
that Kong set off Godzilla's Ring doorbell.
Well,
That's
Kong-
exactly what he's saying.
Kong
I'm just making
created
sure.
Kong created an energy source that he detected, but whenever he did this, their little thing detected something too. They're not as sensitive to energy as he is. I mean, he literally exhumes the energy. I don't know. It's whatever. All right, we're gonna go on to how it should have ended and sequels. Go ahead and let Jason start.
how it should have ended is a different YouTube channel.
Yeah. Well, okay. How it could have possibly ended
Better.
and
well-
sequel setup. This will be
So-
the bulk of the video.
All right, so
Let him talk.
as soon as we see the skull and all this stuff, I felt like, okay, Mechagodzilla's going to become sentient. They're not going to be able to control him, blah, blah, blah. I felt like they missed out because it's like they immediately had the pilot get fried and he immediately comes sentient. I felt they should have built into that because it was like, oh, well, we have to explain why he's attacking everything else. You've already spent this entire movie trying to tell us that Apex is an a-hole company doing bad stuff. You could have it to where they're attacking stuff with it because the guy literally said numerous times, humans should be the top titan, this, and that. But then, so, I mean, I felt like they missed out on an opportunity to use him in a sequel because they could have literally had the guy controlling him, stopped the guy from controlling them, and not just completely destroyed Mechagodzilla as they did. You know.
Record on the thing.
It's all, keep talking. We're talking amongst ourselves.
Well, I mean, he just said his way.
That was it. Because you had a lot more to say.
So
that's exactly what I told you.
All right. So okay.
all right. So
how it could have ended and part 2 sequel building.
okay, if you want to do a sequel to this movie, you have Kong and Godzilla defeat a human-controlled Mechagodzilla,
Exactly.
and as a post-credit, you show the Ghidorah skulls communicating with each other, and the Mechagodzilla powering up on its own and destroying an Apex facility.
I mean, they could even
Anything that they do from here on out is going to be a disappointment because they destroyed everything in 3 movies. They had Godzilla come out and fight the Mutos. They had Godzilla come out and beat everybody. They killed Mothra. He beat Rodan. Ghidorah. Everything's going to be a disappointment from here on out.
Well, that being said, how you said that defeat the human controlling him. Like I said, they could have had the human defeated. The Mechagodzilla powers down, whatever. They could have gotten together, thrown him out in the ocean. He's gone. At the end of the movie, after the credits, they could have had the eye light back up a different color, insinuating he's become sentient. Mm-hmm. You know, don't immediately, he's sentient. He's attacking everything. We completely threw the whole Apex situation out of it, even though they're the ones created and wanted to destroy everything with him. And now we just completely destroy Mechagodzilla and all of...
Oh, he could have flew
half a damn minute.
He could have, because technically...
That you could have made a whole other movie with.
King Ghidorah was an alien to our planet. He didn't come from Earth. He could have flew back to his home planet, maybe like take over the civilization, make them rebuild him, come back for like super Mechagod. Basically kind of what they did in the movie anyways.
I think they missed.
That would have been a cool
missed out
sequel,
on
actually.
That
it kind of misused.
No, I don't think so.
No, he could have sent a message.
And they could rebuild
Ricky.
it and put it back together.
Okay, my turn. So I say everything happened the same way it did. I'm not changing nothing. Everything happened the same way. However, you focus as a part 2 on the fact that Apex Labs had a bioengineering branch. Hence the guy in the King of the Monsters movie who received the head. He wasn't working for Apex, but let's say he kind of secretly was. You have his people who are the bioengineers. So all of this focus was on just Mechagodzilla, this branch of what we've seen. There's another facility somewhere that's been growing the test subject that Mechagodzilla was fighting. We go to that branch. They're creating some super bioengineered monster. It might be the Slog monster from whatever Godzilla movie when he fought that weird thing that almost killed him. I think that was one of the ones that almost got him. It was like some weird swamp hog beast thing.
I remember that.
Yeah. But they can do that one because I think it was man-made. It was man-made because of like what we did to the environment, like how we poisoned the environment. But they can twist on that.
That's what Godzilla's all about.
Well, I'm just saying, like that.
And based on
that's
the security,
what the part 2 would be.
They could have the teams dress up as pizza delivery guys and walk right in.
Yeah,
but see, that's my sequel. I think there is a clear sequel, and it's going to be a bioengineered thing versus the mechanical.
Well, and I'm fine with that too.
So what am I doing now? Like how it should have ended?
How it should have ended, and how
you would have
would
ended
work.
it, maybe.
I think it should have been Kong 2. This whole movie that we just watched should have been Kong 2. Mm-hmm. And when they go into the Hollow Earth, he gets a little bit stronger. Maybe he can find some family members that teach him something crazy that he doesn't know, like how to use a battle axe, which he just picks up and knows how to use. The movie ends when he's coming back up to fight Godzilla.
So that's part 1.
Yeah. Part 2 could have been, them fighting. Mechagodzilla shows up, starts wrecking stuff. They turn, they're like, oh my god, we gotta fight him. And then end of the movie, they defeat him.
Go ahead. No,
They defeat him. They're like, hey man, good job. They shake hands and they walk away.
What if same storyline? Part 1 happens. Part 2, it's all of them fighting each other because again, he's Apex Predator. This is Challenger. They fight. They turn on Mechagodzilla as like, look what they're doing to our city, our world. We're gonna put it into all this.
Yeah.
Then it becomes sentient, starts working on its own. Then same concept, but then there's just a little bit more plot to it. And then they take him out.
Here you go. You can even set up part 3. Part 2, they beat the crap out of him. They're like, hey, you take the northern hemisphere, I'll take the southern. And they're like, hey, good job. They toss.
They fist bump.
They fist bump. They toss Mechagodzilla into the ocean. He's sinking down.
Then
Set up 3. The eye comes on a different color. Sets up 3. Mechagodzilla comes back stronger.
The ending scene is him flying into space. And he's going to go.
Boom. There you go. You can call this up or write it.
I like that.
Basically, our problem with the movies, it felt like 3 movies in one.
Yeah.
They cut a bunch of crap out of.
Yes.
So you didn't explain anything.
Yes.
We got to give them credit.
The storyline for the next one is going to be the dumbass humans. Because, hey, we seem to be that in every single movie. We recreate Ghidorah and we get Mecha Ghidorah. So.
Yeah, I mean, technically there are still 2 skulls left.
There are, yeah.
There'll be 3 skulls. They'll find the third one somehow.
Wasn't
it destroyed?
Yeah, that's the one. Like 2 of them were disintegrated.
Yeah.
By like the atomic when he went all atomic, and then the one he like that one's just gone.
Yeah. They'll figure out a way to make it happen.
They can put it back together.
Like
we can rebuild him. We can make him stronger.
$3 trillion mech that we're going to.
All right.
But I'm not hating on the movie. The movie
was enjoyable.
Yeah, it's not by all means. It's not a bad movie.
If you want to spend 2 hours watching a decent movie that you're just going to sit with your family and eat some popcorn and have a good time, this is a good choice.
It was enjoyable, but I felt like they were lazy on certain.
Well, I mean, we can't. I feel like as an audience, we can't sit there and say, "Oh, y'all do too much human stuff," and then you go, "Oh, you didn't do enough human." Like
they could have kept all the human stuff in it, but split it into 2 different.
Have you been on the internet? Have you been on the internet?
We can
absolutely do that.
We have to be better than the internet.
Split it into 2 movies.
We watched it on the internet.
2 movies. Split it into that. You can have
speaking of
good
that,
backstory.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I see no reason for me to ever step foot in a movie theater again.
This was enjoyable. We watched it in the movie theater. We took all the safety precautions we were supposed to.
I like big screens. That's why I've got a 70-inch TV at my house. I can hit pause, go drop a deuce, come back and pick it right up where I was at.
Thank you.
Boom.
So what you're saying is movie theaters should have a pause function. I'm reading you here.
Yeah.
I see no reason to go back to a movie theater.
Right there, buddy.
Well, now
I guess you too.
Now that we have figured out how to put HBO Max on our VR headsets, we can stay at home and watch it in a movie theater.
Okay.
So we can watch it in the movie theater in the comfort of our own home.
Yes. Now you're going to make me want to buy one now.
And you didn't watch my video about the
no.
theater?
You act like I'll watch your stuff.
This is a whole
There's
other,
a VR.
This is a whole other episode, guys.
Rick,
Whole other
you think
episode.
we actually care about you when we're not in front of the camera? All right, so we're probably reaching the end of our recording capabilities.
2 minutes left.
Yeah.
So with that said,
it's a good movie. Go see it if you want to see it. It's enjoyable.
It's enjoyable. And it's kid friendly for those who care. It's kid. I don't think there's a single anything.
There's one cuss word in it.
There was
when he goes to punch the window.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
He drops an S-bomb.
Yeah, he drops that.
guys, thank you so much for watching. We're back. We're gonna have more content coming
Hopefully.
out.
Comment below if you've seen the movie. Comment below. Tell us what you thought.
The next video, I don't know how elaborate it's going to be, but we're going to do something for at least just a review for Mortal Kombat. Like, we're going to do Mortal Kombat.
We've got more content coming out.
We're going to do some VR
Until next
stuff,
time,
hopefully.
guys, please like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Tell us what you think of New Holder.
Yeah. Holder 2.0.
I was trying to wrap it up.
I hope
so
you
that
the whole was doing.
we
man.
actually get
Yeah, 'cause
everything
he didn't see
and we
any of
don't
it,
end up with